What if HUNTRIX was demons? How would they look like? Well, my friends, today we're going to find it out together. Hi everyone, I am Doodle Magix and you already know what we're gonna do today. Or should I say what I am gonna do today? Okay, so our first victim is our sweetest girl, Zoe. I love her so much, but here we go, turning her into a demon. First, obviously, I am starting off with a sketch. And for inspiration, obviously, I am going to use Saja Boy. And I am not talking about this, I am talking about this. And I have kept the pose very simple and minimalistic. I don't want to go crazy with the pose because the main attention is her face and her outfit. And for the outfit, I am thinking about the traditional outfit that Saja Boys was wearing in this music video, but with a very feminine touch. Let me know if I'm right about the traditional dress because I am not very knowledgeable about the Korean traditional dresses. I don't know if you have noticed or not, but the HUNTRIX always wears different type of outfits according to their personality and their body type. So I am keeping this in mind while I am redesigning them as demons. I am not going to change her hairstyle and I am not going to take away her weapon because that's what makes her so iconic and that's how you know that it's Zoe. Honestly guys, the character designs are amazing. I mean every single thing about that movie, I loved it so much and also I love Jinwoo. Anyways, moving on to the character. Now you will see me roughly drawing the patterns. I have no idea how they made it look so cool, but I am trying my best to replicate that. And also, look at that evil smile. I was trying my best to make her evil. She is so cute. And ladies and gentlemen, after the line art, we are moving on to the coloring stage and you have guessed it right, the background is schema. Sorry guys, I just lost the screen record for the rendering so you just have to see the time lapse for now. And you can see when the Saja boys was in front of the Gima, their skin color was not normal. It was like purple and it was also for the lighting situation of that place. So I'm going to replicate that for her. Trust me guys, the lighting situation will make her look more evil. For the lighting, I was probably using overlay layer. If I'm wrong, I will add the layer name on the screen. Then blending the edges where it needs some softness. And after that, I have to add some shadows and I'm using multiply layers for the shadow. Then again, blending the edges where it needs some softness. Guys, I'm so sorry. I have some problem with saying S too many times, so pardon me. Then again, adding some shadow, some more shadow to add more depth to the rendering and to the character. And for the eyes, how can I forget about the YOLO evil eyes? I was thinking, what if I draw the eyes as snake's eye? Because snakes are evil, right? Then adding some details to the weapon and adding highlights to make her look more shiny and more glossy, if that makes any sense. Finally, it's time to draw the patterns. I am trying my best. I am randomly laying brush strokes here and there. I have no idea how they made it look so cool, but this is how it looks so far. Now I'm using the add layer to add more intensity to the lighting, if that makes any sense. And adding some more details to the character, and this is how she turned out. Moving on to our next victim, Mera. It wasn't that hard to draw Mera because she has some striking features, and if we look into the movie, we can see that the demons also have very striking features. And right now, I'm just measuring the figure with my previous drawing because I want to make sure that everything looks consistent. Anyways, there's a theory on the internet that Mera might be a demon just because she has colored hair like the other demons, to which I kind of disagree because Jinwoo also has black hair, but at the same time Jinwoo is demon. So if Mera is a demon just because she has colored hair, it doesn't make any sense to me. You know what? I would love to see her as demon. Same thing for her as well. I am not going to change the hairstyle because of course it's the iconic Mera hairstyle. But you can't see the hairstyle anymore because she's wearing a hat now. And The same thing about the outfit. I am trying my best to keep it quite similar to the Saja Boy's outfit in this music video. And after the line art is done, we are moving on to our base color. The theme is going to be the same as before. You know what? Now that I'm looking at the both artwork side by side, I am realizing that both of them looks quite similar to each other, which is, I don't think that it's my fault, because if you look into the music video, you will see that all of their silhouettes are the same, and it kind of makes sense because at least in the movie, demons don't have any personality or individuality of their own. Neither they have any emotions. So maybe that's why they look all the same. I don't know, it's just my theory. Anyways, have you noticed that dark lipstick that I gave her? I was trying my best to make her look evil, and everything else is quite usual. It's my usual shading process, so there is nothing else to explain. Speaking of the movie, I really love the color combinations of each and every single scene of this movie. For someone who has grew up watching Disney 3D animation movies, I never thought that you can make something like this. I mean, the art style is very, very unique. To be honest, when I first heard the name of this movie, I was quite skeptical because what do you mean, like K-pop, then demon, then hunting demon? Like, that's so unserious for me. But when I watched that movie, I became a fan. Like, trust me, if you're somebody who loves art and who loves K-pop, you will love it. You will love it so much. At this point, it feels like they have paid me to say all these. But anyways, I love Jinu. And this is how she turned out. Now, our very last victim is Roomie. To be honest, I was being a little bit experimental with Roomie because I can apply all the things that I've learned while I was drawing Zoe and Mera. I wanted her to show off her sword, so her pose was a little bit more dynamic than the other two. To have more drama, I have added some dynamicness and some movement to her hair as well, as if it's swinging backwards, if that makes any sense. To be really honest, the bulk on top of her head is kind of unrealistic, but that is the beauty of art. You can do whatever you want to do with your art and with your character to make it more interesting and have fun with it. Nobody is stopping you. And that one small tweak can become a big part of your character and the character's identity, just like Roomie. As you can see, once I am happy with the pose, I am moving on to the line art. To be really honest, guys, her braids was giving me a headache because suddenly I realized that I don't know how to draw braids. Like, how crazy is that? Moving on to the base color, I have removed the hat because I was feeling like the hat was quite monotonous and I didn't like the feeling, so I removed it. And also, I wanted to show off her hairstyle, so that's why. And now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I could have done much better with the outfit, but at the same time, she is going to have patterns all over her body. So if I add too much detail on her outfit, it might be too much, so I'm going to skip it for now. And also, can we please appreciate her backless moment for a few seconds? Because I love that so much. I think it suits her character so much because she is pretty badass. And I'm not gonna lie, I have added the most amount of effort on this piece other than any other piece that I drew on this video, because reason number one, she is my favorite character, and reason number two, I wanted to do justice redesigning her character because she is so cool by her own. Adding some more details on her back as well because it's going to be a part of the focal point. You know what, guys? It's crazy how a lighting situation affects a character or object. Like, look at her. Her skin is not the skin color. It's literally purple, but it looks like skin. Like, it's crazy. And finally adding the patterns and some finishing touches, and I will show you the final result in few seconds. I can't believe you have watched the whole video till the end. Thank you so much. I hope you liked the video as much as I did while redesigning the characters. And Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys are doing very, very well. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.